What's up, guys? Jumpin here, and today this is going to be a little bit of a rant, so I'm going to apologize for that right away. But it's also going to be a platinum gameplay. I know a lot of you guys want to see platinum, which is cool, so I'm definitely going to show you some platinum from time to time if you demand it enough. But I have a lot of strong feelings about platinum, and I'll get into all that as I go. But yeah, this is going to be the Asari Valkyrie on platinum, on the new Firebase White, hazard map with the snow, and it's going to be a pretty easy gameplay, or at least it's going to look easy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so my question of this video, my purpose of doing this is, I wanted to ask you guys, or at least some of you guys, not all of you guys, do you have eyes? Now, I've been posing that question to a lot of people because they'll say something, they'll comment, and to me, it's clear that they must have not watched the video. That's the only thing I can imagine, honestly. And a lot of these people, ever since I've started doing Mass Effect again, I've noticed that there's this whole new group of people, I guess. I don't really know. Like, just in general, players and new people coming to watch my videos, I don't know. And they don't get it. Like, they don't understand, or at least I call them, like, some of them, Helen Kellers. Now, if you don't know who Helen Keller was, she was an amazing woman that was deaf and blind. And she was dumb because, obviously, guys, if you take a child and you lock it away in a dark closet and you keep it there for 15 years, you're going to be dumb. Like, you have no way of learning. And when you're deaf and you're blind, yeah, you have no way of learning. And what's amazing about Helen Keller was she learned how to learn. That was what was amazing about her. Anyway, though, yeah, so I've been calling people Helen Kellers because obviously either they don't watch the gameplay or they don't listen to the commentary. I don't really know. And it drives me fucking crazy, honestly, some of these people. And like I said, the majority of you guys, I hope, are not this way. I hope you watch the gameplay, you understand what's going on, and that's just what it is. But for any of you guys out there who are like this, like, God, man, that shit drives me crazy. And even some of the supporters out there, I have to call you out. Alright, I'm going to give you an example, because this drives me crazy too, because this plays right into this. There's some people out there, and if you're guilty of this, I'm sorry, I have to call you out, and I appreciate all the support I get. I love all my subscribers, I love all my supporters, it's great. But this is something that does get on my nerves. And what that is that some people will comment, I'll make a video public, I'll have it private, and then I'll make it public, and it's out for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And this, my videos are always 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes long. They're always long videos. And 2 minutes after I release the video, someone's commenting, great video, awesome video. And I'm like, why would you say that? I mean, obviously you haven't actually watched the whole video yet. You're judging the video before you watch it. Maybe 20 minutes in, I start spewing hate. And I'm talking about black people, and Jewish people, and homosexuals. And it's a terrible video. But you've already commented and gave an opinion about the fact it's a great video. So that kind of stuff drives me crazy. And I know that it probably will never stop. And I understand that, it's just people trying to be supportive. But I just wish if you are one of these people, please comment something like, oh man, I've been waiting for something like this. Or, yo, this is an awesome idea. That way, it's not just you judging the whole video before you actually watch it. Because that's the problem, is that people, I'm assuming a lot of people don't actually watch the video. They might look at the build, they might look at the gameplay, but they don't understand what exactly is going on. And one of my biggest issues that I've been having is the fact that people judge this game way too much off of difficulty. I'm sorry, but if I'm watching a video of Mass Effect, I can look at a player and tell how good he is, no matter what the difficulty. That doesn't matter. I mean, it could be silver or bronze, and if the person knows the spawns, understands the ways to use the powers the right way, has a good build, knows how to aim, rarely misses shots, I can say, oh, he's a pretty good player. And I don't judge him because he's playing silver or gold or whatever, even bronze. I wouldn't judge him because of that. Because I'm thinking that more than likely this guy can probably play every difficulty. That's the truth. But a lot of you guys, or some of you guys, judge me because I don't post nothing but platinum. And I have a lot of problems with platinum. But the thing I don't have a problem with is the difficulty of it. To me, it's very easy. Platinum isn't that hard. It's not challenging. And I want to make that very clear. Platinum's not hard to me. Some of you guys out there, you might find it difficult and hard. But I personally don't. It's not hard to me, and it's not hard to a lot of my friends. If we get together in a group, we know we can play it, we know we can beat it. We rarely even fail at platinum. It depends on the circumstances, but sometimes, maybe, but most of the time, 95%, 99% of the time, we're completing platinum, no problem. And it's not that challenging. So, I want to make that a point, because that is a very important point to remember. My opinion is based off of everything I know. And the truth of the matter is that, unfortunately, I have to look at it like that. And it might seem arrogant to some people. And unfortunately, when I'm doing a commentary, I have to understand that this is going on YouTube. This is going public. If I say something, people are going to take that differently. So I have to make a lot of the things I say, I try to make it as general as possible so people don't take it the wrong way. Like, for example, if I was to say, platinum is so fucking easy to me, God, I don't understand why people don't find this easy. Isn't this easy? Look at the gameplay. Look how easy this was. We barely had any trouble. We rolled through it. It was so easy. Some people are going to take that as, wow, you're a fucking arrogant asshole. And you're going to dislike the video, and you're going to comment, or whatever. Like, that's what I'm saying. So I have to make it general, like, well, platinum, I personally feel like it's not that challenging, but I understand why it is challenging. I have to make it very general. If you run this certain way, it is not that hard. I have to try to do that. And that goes right into the whole, it's broken, it's overpowered. I know I say that a lot. And some people, that drives them crazy because they say, why is everything so overpowered and broken to you? Well, the reason why I say things like that, and the way I do, is because I'm trying to make it general. I'm trying to make it, this could be really good, or this could be overpowered, or this could be broken, if you can use it this way. Now, unfortunately, a lot of you guys out there can't play the game like I do. And it probably wouldn't be broken because you can't play it like I do. See, there's a difference, and I understand that. Maybe I'm broken. Maybe I'm the one who's overpowered. And any good player who picks up this build and tries it in this way, well, it will be very overpowered. So that's the thing. Now, that sounds arrogant, doesn't it? If I was to say it like that, like, oh man, I'm so fucking broken with this class is so overpowered when I use it, that sounds arrogant. Someone's going to comment like, oh, you're an arrogant asshole. They're going to dislike the video. So there's your problem. There's the conflict that comes in, is that I have to make it just general. Now moving on. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the do you have eyes? So guys, my message here is, please, watch the gameplay. And if you're going to judge anything, judge it off the gameplay. And when you watch other gameplays of Mass Effect, judge those off of the gameplay. Like if you watch Excalibur, for example. Well, he's a very good player. You can see it. He has an understanding of how the game works. He knows how to use his powers right. He rarely misses. He's a good player. He plays gold. He doesn't play platinum. So there you go, like I'm saying. But he could play platinum. He could play platinum all day if he wanted to, but he doesn't. Another good example would be Spectre, if any of you guys know who that is. He's another very good player. If you watch his gameplays, no matter what the difficulty, you could tell he's a very good player. He never misses. He understands builds. He understands powers. So there you go. That's my message. My main message is please watch the gameplay, judge it for what it is, and just move on. If you don't like it, if you think it's terrible, fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I get that. Now, that brings me to my next point, which is there's a double standard on YouTube. And a lot of you guys might not know this, and a lot of people in general probably do not know this, is that when you do gameplay commentaries like I do, and many other people do, there is a double standard. What I mean is that you guys, the viewers, are entitled to any opinion you have of the video. But a lot of people, not all of you, but a lot of people, for some reason, they have this idea like, because this video's on YouTube and this guy's talking, he's not entitled to his opinion. Because see, that's always the conflict, is that someone on a gameplay commentary will say something, and then you may disagree with that, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. And then maybe you present your opinion in a very negative way, and then the commentator might reply to you in the sense of, well, I disagree, / I'm going to be negative right back to you. If you're a prick to me, I'm going to be a prick to you. It's that simple. That seems fair, right? But no, not on YouTube it's not. Because when that person replies in that negative way, all of a sudden, oh, you can't take people's opinions. And what people don't think about is, wait a minute. Okay, obviously from the comment, it seems like this person can't handle this other guy's opinion. But originally, the guy who commented couldn't take the commentator's opinion. So there's just a conflict there. And it's a conflict of opinions. That's the problem. But people don't see it that way. They think, oh, this guy he can't take people's opinions. Same with people who are just assholes and they're arrogant and they're ignorant. They can say whatever they want, and then finally, if someone like myself, if I retaliate and say something back to them, people view me as, oh, I'm the asshole. Oh, I'm arrogant. Oh, I'm cocky. Whatever it is. It's a double standard. It's totally unfair, but that's what it is. And that's what I understand, at least. And I accept it for the most part. But I want to make that clear to you guys who might not know that. There is a double standard. And people judge. They do judge you. Every day I get judged. I mean, there's people on the BSN who hates my guts. They really do. A lot of people on the forums, they hate me. I've seen people post on forums about me. Things like, they hope I die. They hope I get hit by a bus. Like, that's fucking ridiculous to say. But yet people say that kind of stuff. It's unbelievable. So, like I said, I mean, and I'm sorry, but those people, they need to seriously take a look at their own life if they care that much, especially since they've never talked to me on the game. They've never met me in real person, in real life. So, for them to say something terrible like that, that's pretty fucked up, but people do it. And that's what people don't understand, is that it's a pretty tough. There's a lot of trolls out there. There's a lot of negative people out there. And I just have to live with it. I really do. Anyway, though, I want to touch on something that's important. I wanted to bring this up. Like I said, I'm going to go right back to the whole do you have eyes thing. Because from what I've noticed, and what a lot of my friends have noticed, is that a lot of people who watch my videos, they may be in the clan, they might just want to play with, they message me, hey, can I play a game with you? And I let them play. And for what I've noticed is that the big majority, not everyone, but the big majority of those people, they come in, they have my build, but yet when we play, they don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. They are running around the map with their, like a chicken with its head cut off. We're yelling at them, dude, you're messing up the spawn. Yo, come over here. We have to teach them how to play the map. Now, the crazy part about it is, think of this. Think of this. How many maps are there in the game? And how many Mass Effect 3 multiplayer videos do I have? Obviously, if you look at it from that point of view, you will pretty much come to the conclusion that obviously I must have videos of every map multiple times. And some maps way more than others, like Glacier. I probably have maybe, I don't really know, but maybe about 20 videos on the map Glacier. Maybe a lot on White, maybe a lot on Giant, maybe a lot on Ghost. So if you watch my gameplays on there, you should have a relative idea of the way that me and my friends and the group of people I play with, where we like to stand, the way we like to spawn the enemies. But people don't pay attention to that. They don't watch every aspect of the gameplay. And that's one of the most important parts. That really is. Now I'm gonna tell you a little story real quick, and to me at least, it's an amazing story, because this has only ever happened one time. And it's about my friend Richard. Now, a lot of you guys may remember Richard. We called him Dick. And I'm not friends with him anymore. We eventually butted heads like Krogans because we had an argument. But when I first met Richard, this is way back in the day, early on when I first started doing videos. When I first met him, I asked him the same question that I asked a lot of people. Why do you watch my videos? And most people, the general person, would always say the same thing, which was, oh, I love your builds. Oh, your gameplays are sick. But Richard, he answered that question in a totally different way. And no one has ever answered his question in that same manner. And here's the thing about Richard, though. Richard was a good player. He knew how to play the game. He was good. And he had his own builds. He really was. He was a very intelligent player, too. I mean, he knew a lot. He was very smart. And I used to use him as a source of information. Like, I would say, hey, Richard, what's this? And he would know it, or he would look it up for me and find it for me. So that was very nice, you know. Like, we kind of worked off each other like that. And one thing about, back to the question, which I asked him, which was, because like I said, I knew that he didn't copy my builds. I knew he was a good player. So I asked him, why do you watch my videos? And he said the most amazing thing to me. He said, I watch your videos because I wanted to see how you play the map. How you ran around with the spawns. How you dealt with the enemies. That's what he wanted to see. And I thought, whoa, that's amazing. I hope a lot of people out there are doing that same thing. Because that's important. Knowing the map, knowing the spawns, knowing the ways to run around. Because I started doing gameplays. For Mass Effect because I heard about people doing Firebase White Geth Gold. And I thought, whoa, that's the dumbest thing ever. Like, who would want to do that? And I kept hearing about it, that people were doing that like crazy. People were just playing Silver Geth doing that. Camping in that one room on Firebase White. And I thought, you know, that's terrible. That would be so boring. One faction, one map. That's stupid. But that's what people were doing. So I wanted to go ahead and show people you didn't need to do that. You did not need to do that. You could do a ton of different things and still have a successful time. So that was my purpose. Was I just wanted to show people my way of playing. And in reality, I wish everyone could play the game like I do. I wish everyone was as good as me. I wish everything was broken. Like I could show you a build and then it looks so broken, it looks so overpowered when I use it, and I get this massive score, whatever it is. You see me use it, and then you might try to use it, and you can't do it the way I did it. But I wish you could. I wish everyone could do that. But I know that that's not going to happen. But my purpose for doing videos was exactly that, was to show people that you could play the game in this way and have fun. Because in my opinion, that's the way more fun way to play the game, is running around. And unfortunately, Firebase White Gold Geth really hurt this game. I mean, it probably had a lot to do with almost killing it, because of the fact that people were playing one map and one faction, and that's boring. And a lot of people did not want to do that. They did not want to play that, but they were forced to play that because that's exactly what everyone was trying to play. You couldn't get a game without getting that. It was like halfway impossible if you didn't have friends. So that was my purpose. I mean, maybe I failed at that because people continued to do it. But, you know, it just really comes down to how many people actually watch the videos. So that's, you know, that was my thing. And I think I did a good job. I do. And guys, I've never been proud of any commentary ever. I don't even watch my own videos. I've never been proud of a commentary. But like I said, I think I have done a good job. And I know I've helped a lot of people. And just the fact that I can be judged on something so stupid, like the fact that, oh, I don't play Platinum, or the little things that people will judge me on, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, that's really my point here. And the other big one is, please watch the gameplay. Please, if you have eyes, watch the gameplays, judge the gameplay for what it is, and also pay attention to the little things, like the way to run around the map. The way that we do it. Not saying that's the best way to do it, but saying that's the way you could do it. Obviously, we can do it that way, and we make it look easy. So try doing it like that. It's that simple. Or, you can play the game any way you want to, because that's also important. I'm not telling anyone out there that you need to play the game like me, or you have to play the game like me. That's the truth. I'm not telling anyone that you have to. But I'm also telling you, you don't have to play the game the way that people tell you you should. Because people say, oh, this is the easiest way to play gold. And oh, this is the easiest way to play platinum. And you're forced into that, unfortunately. So what I'm telling you is that you need to oppose that. Say, fuck that. Fuck those people. Play with them, but don't do what they're doing. If 3 people are camping in a room, you don't need to do that. You can run around and just murder the enemies while they're sitting there camping, and then, you know, they'll probably kick you, but you're still going to outscore them, probably make them look like idiots, and then you can just laugh at them. It's that simple. And show them that, yo, you didn't need it. You didn't need to camp. You didn't need to. So that's my point. And you know, the biggest problem in this game right now, I think, is just the fact that people are trying. If you promote something like camping, then you're actually promoting the idea that certain players need to move up to these difficulties because, oh, it's so easy. Look how easy this is. Move up to gold. Move up to platinum. And the problem with that is that a lot of these players who are doing that, they have no right to be playing on those difficulties. They need to learn and practice on the lower difficulties like everyone. I mean, I paid my dues. I played silver like crazy at first, and then I moved on to gold. And platinum, well, I just find platinum to be annoying and not really that fun. And I played the game to have fun. So, alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. I know it was kind of a rant, but that was kind of my point of it. I had some things I wanted to talk about and get out there, and you know, have maybe some of you guys now understand where I'm coming from, almost like a heart to heart or whatever. But I really do hope you have enjoyed it. So please like this video, or you can dislike it if you don't like it. That's fine too. I really don't care. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. So like always, have a nice day.